After weeks of bipartisan conversations, I voted today to reopen the government so that we can get back to the work of helping Granite Staters.
We are following breaking news out of Washington, D.C. tonight. Just moments ago, the Senate approved a bipartisan agreement to fund the government until the end of January. Passing that bill, they take the first steps in ending the government shutdown. We got a live look at the Senate floor for you on the right and that rare Sunday vote. Thanks for joining us here at 11 o'clock. I'm John Schoenheider, and as you saw, Senator Maggie Hassan and Senator Jeanne Shaheen spearheaded this effort. They played a crucial role in those negotiations on behalf of the Democrats. Our Maria Wilson will have the full breakdown in just a few minutes. But first, let's talk about what this deal is. The deal includes a new stopgap measure to extend government funding until January 30th. It's tied to a bigger package to fully fund several key agencies. It includes a reversal of Trump's firings of federal employees and provisions to stop that from happening again. It also makes sure food stamps are funded through fiscal year 2026. The broader legislation also includes 3 full-year appropriations bills. Those deal with military construction and Veterans Affairs, the legislative branch, and the Department of Ag. Now, the deal does not include an extension of the expiring Enhanced Affordable Care Act subsidies. That was a key demand from Democrats in the shutdown. But it would make sure there's a vote in the Senate on it later. And since the bill passed out of the Senate tonight, it will have to go back to the House. And passing it there sends it to President Trump's desk to reopen the government. And that process could still take several more days. So this is not the end yet. And like we said, the government shutdown is also the longest in history. It was deadlocked for a while with no end in sight. That is, until now. WMUR's Maria Wilson is here in studio with how New Hampshire lawmakers played those key roles in getting this through. Maria?
Yeah, John, tonight's deal marking a major breakthrough in the government shutdown. And like you mentioned, John, there are 2 New Hampshire senators at the heart of it, Jeanne Shaheen and Maggie Hassan. Together with Senator Angus King from Maine, the 2 Granite State senators helped lead negotiations on the deal to reopen the government. One expert tells me it's not an unusual partnership for a few different reasons. Now, one of those because Senator Shaheen and Hassan have a pre-existing working relationship, so coming together in this way, we're told, makes sense. And the second reason for this, one expert says they are each fairly secure politically. Senator Jeanne Shaheen has announced earlier this year that she's not seeking re-election, and as for Senator Hassan, she isn't up for re-election until 2029, which makes neither of them politically vulnerable. And tonight we are hearing from both New Hampshire lawmakers.
Over the last several weeks, I've heard from Granite Staters who can't afford a doubling of their health insurance costs. I've also heard from families about the deep pain that the government shutdown has caused, made worse by a president who illegally and repeatedly chose to cut off help for families who are just trying to buy groceries.
I understand that not all of my Democratic colleagues are satisfied with this agreement. But waiting another week or another month wouldn't deliver a better outcome. It would only mean more harm for families in New Hampshire and all across the country. And this is only the first step.
Now this deal is getting bipartisan support. Senators Hassan and Shaheen were joined by 6 other Democrats. Together with Senate GOP leaders, those 8 Democratic votes were critical in getting those 60 votes which were needed to pass this agreement. Live in the studio, Maria Wilson, WMUR News 9.